I was just here diving a few months ago where I found an underwater boat, some cars, and even an airplane. So there's obviously some really cool stuff we can find with this underwater drone. I just found the underwater boat. I'm looking at it right now. This is absolutely insane. There's a whole bunch of fish around it. Now, as a lot of you out there know, I was recently down in Arkansas where I used the PowerRay to capture some pretty cool stuff under the surface. This included cars, boats, and even getting up close with some fish. Now, today's video is going to be more of an in-depth review of this underwater drone. Of course, you guys are still going to get to see some awesome underwater footage that I captured, and most of it is going to be stuff I didn't include in the original video. Now, before we go on the actual adventure with this drone, I'm going to walk you through how it works. If you just want to get to the adventure itself, there's a timestamp right here that you can go to. Most people probably think that underwater drones are complicated and hard to run, but so far the PowerRay has been pretty easy to get the hang of. Setting it up is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and once you get that done, it's ready to go in the water. First, you'll need to download the PowerRay app, which is free. Then you'll need to connect it to your drone. To get the drone going, you'll need to turn it on along with the controller and power bank. Using the connecting cord, you'll connect one end to the drone and the other to the power bank. Now, this is how your drone is able to maintain connection while underwater. Your phone connects to the power bank, which in turn is connected to the drone. Using your phone, you'll connect to the drone's Wi-Fi, which allows for you to take control of the drone through the app. Now, to get the controller working, all you have to do is turn it on and wait for the beeping noise. And after all that, you're ready to go and capture some awesome underwater footage. Now that I've shown you guys how this drone actually works, let's go see the footage that I was able to capture. The spot I filmed at was Beaver Lake, Arkansas, which is one of the best places to dive in the Midwest. The water is always pretty clear and there's a ton of cool stuff to see. And it happens to be the spot where I got certified to dive, so it has a special place in my heart. Once I arrived, it only took a few minutes before I had the drone in the water, and then it was off going to capture some awesome footage. One thing I noticed with the drone was how smooth it was in the water. One thing I was really worried about was whether or not it would be too jerky in the water, but it did a pretty good job. Of course, the stabilization isn't the best, but for an underwater drone, it's pretty good. It did take a minute to get the hang of it, but it didn't take long for me to find what I came here looking for. It was pretty cool getting to see the boat from this perspective, and the fish definitely had a big interest in the drone. The sunfish and bluegills seemed to be big fans of it. However, located just about 10 yards away from the boat was a sunken Volkswagen Bug, which was probably my favorite thing to film. After checking out the car, I did a little more exploring around the lake. The deepest I ended up taking my drone was around 35 feet. The PowerRay can dive down to almost 200 feet, but that's the deepest I needed to take it on this day. So, what do I think of the PowerRay overall? I think it's one of the coolest underwater products on the market. If you don't want to get in the water yourself, an underwater drone is a great tool to have if you still want to explore the underwater world. And even if you're a certified diver like myself who loves being in the water, it's such a cool product to have. It does also have a business side to it. This can be used for underwater construction or seeing what potential hazards or lost valuables are under the surface. But overall, I'm thrilled that the company PowerVision sent me this drone. It's one of the coolest products out there, and if you're in the underwater drone market, I have to recommend that you get the PowerRay. Alright guys, now if you want to learn more about the PowerRay underwater drone, I'll leave some links in the description down below. And if you want to check out the original video I did with this drone, I'll leave a link to it in the description as well. But that is going to wrap up today's video, but before you go, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below what you think about this cool drone, and most importantly subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out on awesome videos just like this one. I'm Raymond Tiller, and I'll see you on the next video.